Hey everyone, it's Hans here with Anglers Covey. Welcome back to our Bug of the Month tying video. Today we're going to be going over tying a damsel fly nymph, specifically Chan's baby damsel. The great thing about this pattern is it's extremely easy to tie, great for a new fly tyer, and it is superbly effective. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so let's tie the pattern. We're going to start off with some uni thread in 8/0 and light olive. In the vise we have a TMC 2487 in a size 12 with a 2.8mm tungsten bead. So we'll go ahead and get that thread started right behind the bead here. I'm just going to lay down a thread base, then cut off my tag end. For the ribbing on this fly we're going to use Brassie sized gold wire. So I'm going to take that and I'm just going to secure this to the near side of the hook shank, so my side of the hook shank, and I'm going to walk it down clear past the bend. We're going to go past the barb on the hook. So if I lay my bobbin down and let the thread hang, you can see we've gone well past the barb. Okay, nice far down the hook there. I'm going to come back up just to make sure I got everything nice and secure, and then get my thread to hang down where I secured that wire in. Okay, there's really only one other material for this fly, and that's going to be Maribou. We're going to use blood quills in golden olive here. It's important to make sure you grab a feather that has nice long fibers coming off the side here, okay, because this is going to make it a lot easier to tie. So we're going to grasp, I don't know, about a ½ inch or so worth of feathers and peel them off the stem. Keep those butts aligned so that you can keep the tips aligned. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to tie a tail about 1½ lengths of the hook shank. So you can see this is getting close to 2. That should be just fine. So I'll transfer that measurement to my left hand. I'm going to grab this right where I grabbed that wire. Put 3 or 4 good solid wraps. Make sure it's not going to go anywhere on us. Now I'll pull that Maribou back out of the way and walk my thread forward till it's sitting right behind the bead here. I'm going to lay down a little bit more of a thread base to make sure that bead doesn't move on me. And then what we'll do is we'll grab these Maribou fibers and we're going to twist them. Twist them all together. And then we're going to palmer this up the hook shank with touching wraps. And that's going to make these fibers splay out, and they're really going to undulate, look really nice under the water. All the way up until we get to the bead here. Then I will grab that Maribou with my thread. I'm going to put 2 or 3 wraps over the Maribou, then a wrap in front of it, and then a wrap over it again. Then a wrap in front, and then I'm going to trim this off as close as I can get. Sneak my scissors in here, use your fine tip scissors, take that away. Now I'm going to grab that wire and we're going to go opposite direction that we just wrapped that Maribou. So I'm going to come towards me. This is going to be a counterclockwise direction. It helps too if you wiggle the wire a little bit to not trap down those fibers. We'll get about 5 or 6 wraps of this gold wire, and this is going to just add a whole bunch of durability to this fly. And once we're up here behind the bead, I'm going to grab that wire with a couple wraps from my bobbin. Couple wraps in front, put a couple more wraps on top of that wire. This is really just kind of sandwiching that wire between thread wraps. And I'm going to support the hook shank, grab that wire, bend it back, and then start to helicopter it. Break off nice and clean there. Then all we need to do is put in a whip finish. I'll put a little 3-turn whip right behind that bead, and then put one more. And then trim the thread. And that is Chan's baby damsel. You can see we got one piece of Maribou that broke off on us here, so I'm just going to come in with my scissors and trim that piece out of there. This thing is a great Stillwater pattern in all sorts of different colors. It can even represent a leech. Definitely recommend tying some. Alright, so that was Brian Chan's baby damsel. Like I said, great Stillwater damsel nymph pattern. Tied in different colors and it could represent different things like leeches. I've had great success with this. Really easy to tie and definitely recommend you give it a shot. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. We sell all of the materials here at the shop to tie this thing, so if you have questions, come in and ask. I'm more than happy to help. We'll see you on the next one.